What's up, everybody? We are back here on the Way of the Hunter 2 demo, and we are going to continue the playthrough that we started in the last episode. Now, there's a couple things that I want to do. First of all, I need to go change the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to click sleep, and we're going to put it to 7 in the morning. Let's go to... that works, 7:28. Let's do that. Now we'll sleep. And the reason we're sleeping to 7 in the next morning is because we need to go get some doll sheep. As you can see, there is a mission that I have selected right now that says to analyze any doll sheep feeding or resting tracks. Areas where to find them are highlighted on the hunting map, which is over in this area right here. As you can see, I did hunt around the map a little bit off camera, and I have found some of these doll sheep and already shot a couple of them. And I found some other zones. I found a campsite and some stuff like that. Overall, I have been enjoying this quite a bit. Ever since the demo release, it's all I've played today. I'm recording this same day that I recorded episode 1, but obviously it'll get posted the day after. English is tough. English is difficult. Anyway, let's go down here. Let's see what we can get. Also, they did put out an update to the demo shortly after I released that first video that fixed this as well as some other stuff as far as I can tell, because I could not get the vehicle to show up when I did my first video. And now I've got it, so I guess they fixed that. And I gotta say, the vehicles handle a lot better in this than they did in the original Way of the Hunter, which is quite nice. I'm liking this truck right here, and it does feel really cool to have like an actual truck instead of just like UTVs and, you know, similar type stuff. Okay, I just realized this is a doll sheep feeding zone, so can I just... Yeah, that's all I need to do. Okay. Well, that's nice, at least. Now we just got to harvest a doll sheep. And considering I switched it to doll sheep drink time, should be pretty easy to find one. I also learned some really cool stuff about Way of the Hunter 2 since the last video that we did. I went through and took a look at the encyclopedia, which we're going to do real quickly before we get into the actual hunting, because there's some really cool stuff that you guys will want to know. Now, first of all, wildlife management is done very similar to the previous Way of the Hunter, where it's based on the fitness of the animal and stuff like that. However, they've changed a couple things. The biggest thing right here is populations are now classified as critical, vulnerable, healthy, or stable. So that is how you will know if you have like really good genetics in that group. They'll be labeled as critical or vulnerable if they have super like low fitness. Stable are average, and healthy and thriving ones are going to reliably produce animals with the best trophies. That was the last one I forgot to mention, was thriving. But it's quite cool. I love to see that they're kind of like refining it. And also, rare furs, it says no matter how large the trophy is, you can't call it ultimate if it's just like any other trophy, but bigger. The most sought after trophies are the ones that are both large and belong to animals with one of the rare conditions. Rare conditions include albinism, leucism, melanism, and erythrism. You'll have to get lucky to bag one of these with a huge trophy. That is so freaking cool that they added erythristics. Now, it does not mention piebalds. I assume that piebalds will probably be a thing, but that's really cool that there's albinos, melanistics, and erythristics and leucistics. I assume that that's for everything since they didn't specify. There was one more thing that I wanted to take a look at, and it is this one right here, improving reserves. So this is really interesting. Taking care of animals means taking care of their habitat. Animals won't grow up healthy if they drink poor quality water and don't have enough food. See where the animals are living for yourself. Gradually visit stations on public land and private cabins to learn where the landmarks are and open up your map. Pay special attention to campsites, as this is where you'll find mission assignments. But over here it says conditions will never be perfect in the publicly maintained lands. However, they at least adhere to certain standards. While private properties depend on their owner, while some are in decent shape, others are in dire need of proper maintenance. Clean up. In certain private territories, you'll find sources of land and water pollution. These harm every animal that lives in the vicinity. Unless you acquire the property and fix the problem, these animals will never live up to their potential. Find every source of pollution, approach and fix it. It might cost a fortune, but animals in the area will grow up fitter than ever. That is the coolest thing I think they added with Way of the Hunter 2. Like, I was already excited about this game after playing the first couple hours of the demo, but holy crap, this adds a whole new level to it to where you really have to manage the reserve and not just the animals in the reserve. Last thing it says, habitat enhancements. Once you acquire a land permit in the shop, look for a construction sign on the private property to build habitat enhancements such as feeders. They'll improve local gene pools further. That is so freaking cool, man. Like, I'm blown away. That is just an amazing feature that I didn't even know I wanted. Like, I didn't even know I wanted this until I read through this entry into the encyclopedia. There's a lot of other stuff in there too, but I haven't read through it, so we're not going to cover the other stuff in the encyclopedia. That's just the stuff that I noticed immediately when I looked in there for the first time, and it got me really excited. I think the actual reserve management side of things is going to be really, really good. Oh, there we go. There's a doll sheep. It's only 2 years old, and it's 23% fitness. Yikes. I mean, a doll sheep's a doll sheep, though. To be honest, I kind of feel like that is the only remaining one from the group I shot. I killed 3 earlier when I was just messing around, but I think that might be the only remaining one. You know, I'm going to kill it and see. Let's see what happens if I kill this thing, since I suspect it might be the last one in its group. Okay, there he is. Can I, like, get a neck shot or something? A little too risky, I think. It's moving around way too much. Come on, turn a little bit, buddy. Please turn. Drilled him. Yeah, he's going down. Buddy is going down. We'll mark the last place we saw him and go claim our trophy. Jeez. You guys are angry. Well, oxygenated blood present, so yeah, it was a good hit. Chill. They will not chill. Oh gosh, they're running right through here. Oh, that's not good. Go about your way, buddy. Be on your way. There it is. There's our doll sheep. That is a beauty right there. You know, doll sheep is something that I have been wanting another hunting game to add for a very long time, because there wasn't really any modern hunting games that had them, which is, you know, a shame. I really wish that games like Call of the Wild, Way of the Hunter 1, I really wish they had doll sheep, but it's cool that Way of the Hunter 2 does. Oh, also, it looks like this is one that I actually did shoot off stream. I mentioned I killed all the other ones in his group. I guess I accidentally shot him at 1.2. So, yeah, this guy's been kind of just walking around wounded for a while. Poor dude. It's unfortunate. Okay, I want to try something out because I did buy a tent. I want to see what it's like trying to place a tent down. I believe I have it on number 7. Okay, this is cool. Let's go up here a little bit. Let's go up further so that we're kind of, I guess, a good distance away from the water. All right, let's place this bad boy up here somewhere. Does that work? Yeah. Whoa, I have the option to place more? I guess once you've bought a tent, you just get infinite ones or something. Okay, so you can sleep in tent. You can pack up the tent, but can I fast travel to it? I can. Oh my gosh, yes! That is huge. That is huge. Because one of my biggest issues with Way of the Hunter, the original one, was the fact that there wasn't a lot of campsites throughout the map. And so there was a lot of places that you had to do a lot of traveling to get to. Being able to place down tents is awesome. Now, I would imagine there's probably some type of limit as to how many you can have on each map. So I guess we'll have to see what that limit is, but this is really cool. Now let me see, can I? Yes, okay, so I guess you get more than one when you purchase it, because I can keep placing them. Oh, that's huge, man. That's so cool. That's really awesome. Now, something else I wanted to do in this video here was I wanted to accept this mission. Harvest a male bison with fitness at 40% or higher. Okay, that's going to be a little bit of a challenge because I don't have a gun that can kill them, and I only have 1,900 coins. I guess we see if I can purchase a better gun for 1,900 coins. I mean, I saw from Flinter's video that he had a 338, so how do you get the 338? Did he just purchase it? I suppose that's likely what he did. Okay, let's see. What can we purchase right here? That's the 22. Where is the big boy 338? That would be it right there. So we need more money. We definitely need to do some more missions then, because 6.5 isn't going to cut it. And obviously none of these other ones I can buy yet, aside from the 22 and the shotgun. So we need to go earn some more money. And a good way to do that is to get another mission.
You're back. Let's get straight to the next assignment. I hope you got the gist of animal daily routines, because this next topic is going to be more complicated. It's animal fitness. Are you familiar with the subject?
Yes, indeed I am, good sir.
That will save us a lot of time. Alexi. Now, just to confirm all this, over the last few years, I've been watching over an exceptional elk population that I'd like to show you. There's one bull that's getting older. He's at the peak of his physique. Treat it as my gift to welcome you on board. As before, I've highlighted the herd on your hunting map. The high fitness elk will be there. Remember, you don't have to harvest the elk from this particular herd. Any high fitness elk will do.
Okay, so we got to take down a high fitness elk. That sounds awesome. Go ahead and track that bad boy. 70% or higher. Jeez. Okay, so the group he's been tracking is over here. However, we don't necessarily have to get it from there, but I mean, why not? If that's where he is, where we're going to go get him. Well, there's some elk out here, but they're all pretty low fitness, so none of these will work. Yeah, we got to go find that group that he's talking about, because the group over here, not nearly as good. That's a lot of elk. It's a 58% in there. And a 51. And we got a few really good ones in there, but I don't think those are the group we're looking for. Guess only time will tell. We've got some more wood bison in front of us, but again, not exactly what we're after. Oh, 90%. 90 freaking percent. Holy crap. Yeah, that is a monster. I think that's probably the one that he wants us to take down. Now, it is not at its maximum potential age. And from what I can tell, they can go over their life expectancy. I've shot a mule deer buck that was age 12, even though the lifespan said that it was only 11. I assume that they can probably go over 19 for the elk as well. It's most likely just rare. But man, that is going to be a cool one to take down, even though it's not quite at its maximum life expectancy. Jeez, that guy's crazy. Also, the bison are running to them. That is not what I intended. Oh, no. They're going to spook, aren't they? No? Maybe? Yeah? No? I guess not. Okay, well, maybe they tweaked that in Way of the Hunter 2. Because it used to be that if animals ran towards another group of animals, it would spook them off, but maybe that's not the case anymore. Gosh, he is just an absolute unit. Oh my gosh, look at that freaking giant. Okay, that is definitely something special. Can I remove this? Okay, I can. Nice. I thought you could only remove those markers like from the map, but apparently you can highlight it with your binoculars and then middle mouse and it'll get rid of it. Oh my gosh. The other elk are a little jealous that I'm not focused on them. Oh, our big guy's not looking at us. He's walking away. I kind of need to get their attention a little bit. Because I need him to turn, man. That's not him, is it? No, it definitely is. Oh, no, it's him. There we go. I don't know what I was thinking looking at that other one. Gosh, the sounds are so good. Obviously, Way of the Hunter 1 had some pretty good audio as well, but there's just something about hearing good audio with like these improved graphics that just really immerses me. Uh-oh, the wind is shifting. Crap, we gotta be careful now. Oh my gosh, they're all piled up. What are y'all doing, man? Yeah, this continues to be the biggest issue I've been running into in Way of the Hunter 2 is currently in the demo state, there is some issues with pathing for certain animals. However, this is obviously stuff that will be fixed upon full release, and the developers have already talked about it and said that that will be the case. It will be fixed by the time the full game comes out. However, that is a little annoying to run into. Oh, gosh. His shoulder is just like twisted back a little bit. Oh gosh, there's a female inside of him. That's interesting. Yeah, so the rivers are definitely the most troublesome spots. I've seen a lot of animals get stuck around these river areas. Outside of that, though, they haven't really been getting stuck in the rest of the environment for me. But hopefully they fix this part, you know, sooner than later. Come on. Smoked him. He's going down. Giant elk going down. Let's go. Let's go. That is about as pink as the blood could possibly get. Love to see it. We got oxygenated blood present. Animal was fatally hit. It is a lower volume of blood, though, because I'm still using, I believe, the starting 308 rifle. Still cool, though. Jeez, what a freaking giant. What a tank of a bull. I mean, that guy is huge. Now, let's go ahead and take a trophy shot of it. Let's put it in the show-off pose, and then we will move it over here, of course, into a better lighting area. I really like this feature. Like, super cool, man. Super, super cool. Which means I think we need to put our hunter over here, actually. Yeah, we need to put him over here, and then we can do this right here. I think I need to get closer. Oh no, the hunter does have to be closer to him. Okay, so I need to find like the sweet spot. Okay, so we do have to actually be right next to it, it seems. Yeah, now that we're next to it, we can do this. So we're gonna have to just kind of go with the flow here. There we go. That's a pretty solid picture. Definitely a monster bull. Okay, so now that I've got enough pictures of this thing, let's go ahead and harvest the animal. That is a 1-star trophy rating. Wait, what? So I guess it's because it is like younger. It's not fully grown. That actually is kind of strange. How is it a 1-star trophy rating when it looked larger than the rest of them? I mean, I guess we'll have to find some more in the future. Regardless, though, that is a really awesome bull. And so that we can easily come back over here, let's pop a tent down as well. So we still need about 700 coins, so I think it's time we do one more mission.
Did you find the elk head I highlighted for you?
Yes, I believe so.
Good.
Yeah.
I thought it was an easy enough task. This time, I want you to get an idea of how smart animals can be. Unlike humans, animals don't get to learn from their mistakes. When they make mistakes, they get killed. It's that simple. And this is why animals are constantly growing and changing and evolving. You can see it in your dog, too. But if you want to notice changes in the animals around us here, just compare how they behave. Take wolves. As they get older and their fitness increases, they won't feed in open spaces. You'll be more likely to find them in denser cover. This time, I want you to observe this behavior. So, watch them and don't be intimidated. Some visitors love to complain how skittish animals can be in New Laurentia. What they fail to realize is it's not about the animals. It's about the visitors being so damn noisy. There's still a way to get even the smarter animals, though. Let me give you some money to buy a jackrabbit predator caller. This can help you to get animals to come closer if they're hiding in high cover. Let's go for a wolf this time. As usual, I've highlighted one pack on your hunting map. But you're free to hunt any pack you like. And if you have any questions, I'll be here.
Okay, so we got more money to buy a Primos double jackrabbit predator collar. However, if that is enough for the 338, which it is, I'm just going to buy the 338 and then go kill something else to get the money for the collar. So let's get the 338. That way we don't have to focus on mission-related stuff for the rest of this video. We can just go out and shoot some bison and stuff. Boom, there we go. Okay, now to the storage. This will be weapon number 2. Do I have any scopes I can put on it? Okay, so I can put the 1.526 on it. Let's actually put that on here. We'll put the better scope on here. Boom, there we go. Okay, so it looks like now, with the way things are done in Way of the Hunter 2, you can't like buy one scope and then equip it to multiple different rifles. You have to buy, like, if you want to use the same scope, it looks like you have to buy 2 of the same one if you want to put it on 2 different rifles that you have with you. That's interesting. Honestly, I like that though. It's a little more realistic. It also is more of a money sink, and that was, you know, one thing that Way of the Hunter 1 kind of lacked was like a lot of money sinks. But now it seems like they're really focusing on that with the new like reserve management system, plus like little small details like not being able to use the same scope on multiple weapons. Like they're adding a lot more things that you can use your earned currency on. Oh gosh, hi little wood bison. I didn't realize you were directly behind me. Well, you're not gonna die on your own, so I gotta help you out, I suppose. Can I just like... I mean, I think shooting in the head will destroy the trophy organ if I'm not mistaken, so not going to do that because I don't think we'd get any money. Let's try to get his attention. Yeah, what's up, buddy? Turn for me. Turn for me. No, stop walking. I said turn, you silly. Oh, I think he's checking us out. I think he's sizing us up right now, which I don't like particularly. You know what? I'm just going to do it. We're just going to take him out. There he is. This poor creature. Oh, we still get 160 coins even though I brain shot him. I don't know why, but I thought brain shotting it made it so that you didn't get any money for it. Or maybe it just significantly decreases the amount. Like I've said, I have not played a lot of the original Way of the Hunter recently, so I don't remember. And we got a 60% fitness elk right there. We also got a few others that are much lower. I want to take down an old elk if we can. Well, the elk have kind of walked off into a pretty rough area. I don't think I'm going to get a good shot there. However, we've got some bison over here, and that's a age 7 male with 38% fitness. Yeah, we could definitely shoot that. And then there's a female next to him. Again, these guys are glitching out, so that's unfortunate, but early demo things, hopefully that gets fixed. Yeah, they're full on borked. Maybe I can break them free by shooting them? Those poor thing. Those poor things. And he's dead. Well, aside from the early demo glitches, I am having quite a fun time. Oh, that was cool, that sound effect. Oh my gosh. As I was saying, aside from the early demo glitches, I am having a lot of fun with Way of the Hunter 2. This might be the most fun I've had on a new hunting game in a while, because most of the recent hunting games that have came out have not been great, so I always end up going back to Call of the Wild. Way of the Hunter 2 might finally be that game that brings me back to playing more than just Call of the Wild. I guess we'll see, though. Obviously, Call of the Wild will always be a permanent addition to the channel for as long as you guys want to see it, but would be fun to add in some other games, and this is definitely going to be an awesome game to add in. There we go. Sell that as well. Beautiful. But anyway, guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below, as well as hitting that like button before you go. Hype the video up if you hadn't. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!